Hello and welcome to this special lesson from Simple-ESL. Now this is part of our Basic ESL Conversation Course. Now this course is a basic conversational course for an A2 level. This is available on our Patreon, and the first lessons from this are available for free. So if you want to scan the QR code, it will take you to our links. You can get yourself the vocabulary help sheet and the worksheet for this first lesson. And we're going to show you the video for this lesson here so you can experience what one of these lessons will look like. This is a course I put together a little while ago, and I'm keen to make more of these. So if you are interested, then please scan the QR code, join in, even if it's just for the first free lesson, so that I know this is something you're interested in the future. It will take you through some basic language, some basic conversation tips, as well as introducing grammar on lots of topics. I think it's a really fun way and similar to a way that I used to teach English when I was in the classroom. But you've heard enough from me. Let's start the lesson and you can see what it's like to learn on our Basic ESL Conversation course. And here is point the right way. Here is the QR code. I'll give you 5 seconds to scan that and we'll start the lesson. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
So welcome to Lecture 3. This is vocabulary and things to think about before the lesson for food. So first things, let's take a look at vocabulary. So as I said, these are things to think about before the lesson. If you would like the vocabulary help sheet, it is available on this lecture. So it'll be available in the items. Let's take a look. So we have 4 different categories for food that we're going to look at. We have meat. So meat. Practice saying it out loud. Meat. Vegetables. That's vegetables. We also have dairy. Dairy. That's anything that's from a cow, an animal, milk. Dairy. And carbs. This is short for carbohydrates. It can also be called starch. We're going to call it carbs. So what are some examples of food from each category? Well, we have chicken. See that from the picture? Say it out loud. Chicken. Another type of meat would be beef. We have beef burgers. Comes from a cow. Beef. Our final example of a type of meat is fish. Fish. In the picture we have salmon. Delicious. Salmon. Let's look at some examples for vegetables. We have tomato. Tomato. This is great to make sauces, salads, tomatoes. What about carrot? Carrot. Rabbits eat carrots, Bugs Bunny, carrot. Broccoli. Little trees. Broccoli. Very healthy vegetable. Some examples for dairy. Well, we have butter. Repeat, butter. This is used to spread on toast, to make sandwiches, butter. We have cheese, smelly cheese, very tasty. We also have milk, milk. This comes from cows and usually is used to make other dairy items. And let's have a look at some carbohydrates, some carbs. We have rice, rice, pasta, pasta. We can have pasta with a nice tomato sauce. Pasta. And the final food item that we're going to look at on the vocabulary help sheet, noodles. Can you say this back? Noodles. That's great. So let's take a look at what we're going to cover in this lesson. These are some questions for you to think about and try to get answers for before the lesson. What is your favourite food? Is it chicken? Is it rice? Do you like a chicken pasta with a tomato sauce? What is your favourite food? What did you cook or what did you eat last night? What did you eat last night? And the final question I want you to think about before our lesson, what food is your country known for? In England, we are known for fish and chips, fried potato and fried fish. Fish and chips. What food is your country known for? Try to answer these questions before you start this lesson. There is also the worksheet. If you download this PDF, this will have structure and examples for answers and will help you in the upcoming lesson. I will see you there. So we're going to look at the lesson overview for food. So in today's lesson, we are going to look at some of the vocabulary. We're going to have some speaking practice. We're going to work on grammar, and there will be some role play scenarios and example questions. If you need help working on your answers, there is the worksheet. This was available in the previous section. We have warm-up exercises. If you have a little think, what is your favourite food? What is your favourite food? My favourite food is burgers. I love burgers. What is your favourite food? What did you cook last night? What did you eat last night? Well, last night I had pizza. Last night I ate pizza. What did you eat? Last night I ate... Very good. These are all warm-ups. These are ideas that will come into this lesson. The final question. What food is your country known for? So England, the UK, we're known for fish and chips. Fried fish, fried potato, fish and chips. What is your country known for? The food my country is known for is... Okay. So you should have seen the vocabulary help sheet. This is all useful vocabulary for the lesson. I recommend practicing pronunciation and learning the meanings before the lesson. If you want some help on this, go back to the previous lecture where we've covered the pronunciation and meaning of this vocabulary. So we're going to play a little game. I want you to match the vocabulary to the image. We have chicken, carrot, bread, rice, pasta, cheese, milk, and beef. Most of these can be found on the help sheet. Now, can you see chicken? Which do we think is chicken? If you have the worksheet, draw on the worksheet to the correct image. Chicken. Chicken. So we can see this image goes with this vocabulary. What about carrot? Can we see carrots? What about these? These are carrots. Very tasty. Bugs Bunny eats carrots. Rabbits eat carrots. Carrots. We have bread. Now this wasn't in the help sheet, but do you know which item is bread? You can make sandwiches with bread. There is bread. Let's do the next few quite quickly. We have rice, we have pasta, cheese, milk, and beef. Can you see which items go to which words? Rice, pasta, cheese, milk, and finally beef. Did you get that all correct? Well done. Let's move on to the next section. So we're going to be talking about our favourite meal and answering the question, what is your favourite meal? So my favourite meal. So what is a meal? A meal is food that you eat for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So we will look at a short statement about this picture. So take a look at the picture. What foods can you see and what do you think this is called? So what foods can you see and what do you think this meal is called? Do you have an answer? Feel free to pause the video or rewind if you need more time. Let's take a look at my example answer. Will's favourite meal. My favourite meal of the day is dinner. My favourite meal to eat for dinner is roast chicken. It has chicken, carrots, potato, and broccoli. It is really tasty. Why don't you take this structure and answer the question, what is your favourite meal? My favourite meal of the day is breakfast, lunch, or dinner. My favourite meal to eat is pasta, chicken, beef. And what makes up the meal? Mine was a roast dinner, a roast chicken. It has chicken, carrots, potato, and broccoli. Maybe you like fried rice. It has chicken. It has rice. It has vegetables. What is your favorite meal? Grammar review. We're going to take a look at present simple tense. So, what is the present simple? Well, we can use the present simple to talk about things that are always true. So, for example, every morning I eat breakfast. Every morning I eat cereal. So every morning I eat cereal. So we're using the present simple for a routine. What do you do every morning? Every morning I wash my face. We're talking about food. I eat breakfast. I drink coffee. Every morning I... So this is present simple for a routine. Another example. I don't like fish. This is always true. I don't like fish. So this is always true, so we use the present simple. You can also say it for a positive thing. I love burgers. I like pizza. Let's practice a little bit with positive and negative and the present simple tense. So, we're going to take a look and we're going to turn these positive statements into negative statements. So, read aloud. I eat fish. I eat fish. How can we make this negative? We can add don't. I don't eat fish. If I grab a pen, we can see here don't has gone into this gap here. I don't eat fish. And this makes it negative. It's a bad thing. I don't eat fish. Let's try with another one. So grammar in the present simple, we're turning these positive statements into negative statements. You like bread. How would you make this negative? Say aloud. You don't like bread. You don't like bread. If you need more time to practice, don't be afraid to stop the video, rewind, and try again. This will give you plenty of time to practice your speech and your conversational English. You don't like bread. So we're going to try another example of present simple and turning these positive statements into negative statements. We drink coffee. I love coffee. I absolutely love coffee. But we don't drink coffee. We don't drink coffee. Let's change the subject from we to they. So in the present simple, turning this positive statement into a negative statement. They eat meat. They eat meat. If they are vegetarian, they would, what would they? They don't eat meat. So you can turn this into a negative. They don't eat meat. They are vegetarian. Say this back. They are vegetarian. Very good. So let's build on what we've already learned. Let's do some questions and answers. So questions and answers, it's your turn. I'm going to ask you questions. I want you to give me answers. What is your favourite meal? My favourite meal is burgers. My favourite meal is pasta. What foods are in your favourite meal? My favourite meal is burgers. In my favourite meal, there is beef, bread, tomato. What is in your favourite meal? Look at the vocabulary help sheet and the worksheet for ideas for structure and vocabulary. So let's build the structure. My favourite meal is, it has, and in it. Fill in the blanks. My favourite meal is, it has, and in it. And you can ask the question, what is your favourite meal? My favourite meal is pizza. So feel free as we go through this to stop the video, rewind and listen again. You have to repeat and practice to improve your conversational English. Let's move on to the next one. We're talking about frequency. How often do you do a thing? Frequency. How often do you have your favourite meal? How often do you have pizza? How often do you eat burgers? I eat my favourite meal every day, once a week, just once a week, once a month. January, 1 pizza. February, 1 pizza. Once a month. Several times a year. So, a big roast chicken dinner. I have this several times a year. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Day. Several times a year, not often. I eat my favourite meal and pick a time. Practice and think about how often you eat a meal. Do you eat your favourite meal at a restaurant or do you cook it at home? Do you go out to a restaurant, Gordon Ramsay making you a meal? Or do you cook it at home? Does your mum make your favourite meal? My mother makes my favourite meal. I usually eat my favourite meal at home, at a restaurant. We use the simple present to talk about what we usually do. So we've already covered the simple present. This is for a regular routine. Do you eat meat? Do you eat meat? Yes? No? Why or why not? And do you know anyone who is a vegetarian? A vegetarian doesn't eat meat. They only eat vegetables, dairy, carbs. They don't eat meat. So do you eat meat? So do you eat meat? Why or why not? I eat meat because it's tasty. I like it. I eat meat because I don't eat meat because I am a vegetarian. I don't eat meat because I don't like the taste. It tastes bad. So do you eat meat? And tell me why or why not? Very good. So this is our second grammar session of this lesson, grammar review. Using would like and speaking politely. So, in grammar, would like, we can use would like to ask for something politely. So, would like to express a want. So, I would like a thing. So, a less polite version. I want food right now. Not polite. That's bad. A more polite version. I would like food as soon as possible. So we can make this polite. I would like food as soon as possible. We always want to be polite when talking with anyone, but especially if we're traveling, conversational English, this would be useful. I would like. So we use this to ask for something, to be polite. So, less polite. Bring me carrots. That's bad. That's rude. Polite. I would like carrots, please. We say please, we say thank you. I would like carrots, please. So we can use would like to be polite, to ask for things. So let's practice saying things we would like to do. We will use would like to and fill in the blank with the picture. I'll help you with the first one. Liam have dinner. Okay. So Liam would like to have this with dinner. How can we say this? Liam would like to have pasta with dinner. If I grab my pen, we can see would like to have, and then pasta has gone into this gap here. Liam would like to have pasta with dinner. So you can see how this works. Shall we try another example? I'll give you Sam put something in the sauce. What are we going to put in the sauce? How about this? So, how is Sam going to politely ask for this item to be in the sauce? Sam would like to put tomato in the sauce. This is something he would like to do. It's polite to ask. Sam would like to put tomato in the sauce. Let's try another one. Ellen give her children this item. So how would she ask politely? Well, what can she do? Well, it's cheese. Ellen would like to give her children cheese. So we can express things that we would like to do and use these to be polite. So foods I would like to try. We can talk about food that we would like to try. Things that we would like to try. What food would you like to try? What foods? Different foods. I would like to try octopus. Octopus. It looks tasty. I would like to try. What about snails? Would you like to try snails? Ugh. I would not like to try snails. So we can make this negative. We can take I would like and we can add not. I would not like. And this would make this statement negative. This one positive, happy person. This one negative, sad person. I would not like to try snails. Why don't you have a go? Tell me one food you would like to try. And tell me one food that you would not like to try. I would like to try. I would not like to try. Good stuff. A little bit more grammar practice. You're going to find the mistakes and correct them. If there are no mistakes, let me know. I would like eat fish for dinner. Where's the mistake? I would like eat fish for dinner. I would like to eat fish for dinner. So I would like to eat fish for dinner. Let's try another one. He would to eat beef, please. What's missing? He would to eat beef, please. Something missing here. He would to. He would like to eat beef, please. He would like to eat beef, please. Let's try one more. I would like to has more noodles. I would like to has more noodles. Can you see a problem? I would like to has more noodles. I would like to have more noodles. I would like to have more noodles. So this completes our first lesson, our first subject, which is food. And in these lessons, we have covered using vocabulary to talk about meals and your favorite food. And we know how to ask politely for what we would like. So now you can say to your friends or in a restaurant what your favorite meal is, what you would like, and how to ask for it politely. I will see you in the next lecture. Take care.